bright and early this morning. I say bright and early, it's more like blurry. But we're all off because I've got some training today at Birmingham Airport. The day in the life of a home travel agent. Okay, let's see what excitement today brings. I'll speak to you soon.
I will bring the car.
Oh, it's icy this morning.
I like it.
Hadn't expected this. Now I'm already going to be late.
I like it.
Let's see if we can make up some time on the motorway. So I have finally safely arrived at Birmingham Airport, car park 1. It was a bit of a stressful journey. The traffic on the M42 was horrendous. But I have arrived in plenty of time. So now I'm going to set off and try and find the training room. Speak to you later.
So I found the training room and I had a fantastic day listening to Mark from Wild Frontiers, who's a safari guide in Uganda, and Christina from the Ugandan Tourist Board, who told us all about Uganda, and Abby from Visions Holiday Group. Now they sell tours to Uganda as well as other places in Africa. They also sell holidays to Turkey, Italy and the islands of Greece. There's some fantastic places they go to. So we had a great time learning all about the different things you can do in a country I knew very little about. In fact, my specialism is Zambia, and I didn't know much about Uganda at all, but now I could have a look at possibly combining the two countries, which would be fantastic. Now, we did get fed. Does mean Slimming World is out the window again for this week, I'm afraid, but it was lovely. We talked about what you can do in Uganda. A lot of people go to Uganda for the mountain gorillas. You can go to Bwindi forest, the impenetrable forest, and a guide will machete your way through the forest to go and find the gorillas. Once you find them, you get to spend an hour with them, but it could take you anything up to about 5 hours to find them, so be prepared. You can also go chimpanzee trekking whilst you're there. And if primates are your bag, then it's a pretty good location to go and have a look at lots of different primates that they have. But it's also a really good safari location because they have the big five, so it's as good as anywhere else in Africa really for safari. And you can do your standard safari. You can do a boat safari up the River Nile, which is a really interesting way of doing it. And there's lots of fantastic sights to see whilst you're there. So it's a beautiful country. There you go, there's a nice lovely crocodile. You should always see crocodiles. And then there's also loads of birds. So if you're into bird watching, they've got a fantastic amount of birds that you can go and see. My favourite are the elephants, and I was really, really glad to hear from Christina at the Ugandan Tourist Board that there's very low, in fact virtually no poaching of elephants in Uganda at all, so they're thriving, they're doing really well, which is great to hear after so many African countries are having problems with that at the moment. In Zambia we have Victoria Falls, but they do have a waterfall called Murchison Falls in Uganda. Not quite as spectacular, but still lovely. And if you're into just relaxing whilst you're there, it's a landlocked country, but they do have Lake Victoria that you can just sit and relax on,